So blogging matters. You might have an opportunity to blog. Maybe you're thinking of creating your own blog. And there's a bunch of good things, genuinely good things that come out of creating a blog. If you have a genuine desire for communicating your research or your ideas, your thoughts, blogging is an amazing platform for it because it's so informal, because it's so conversational, because it's interactive with the audience. This is a great way to bring research to a broad audience. There are very, very few platforms that allow you to reach a relatively broad audience in a relatively short amount of time and communicating your research. There's no editors involved. There's no journalists. There's no filters or barriers. It's just you to the audience directly. That comes with a lot of responsibility, but it also comes with a lot of freedom. So if you have that desire, then you're going to get a lot out of blogging because it'll be fun. I can't stress enough in your professional career how important writing, presentation, web skills are. This is just, you're a researcher, you're an academic in the 21st century. You have to write well, you have to present well, you have to know your way around creating or modifying websites. It's just part of the gig, and blogging is going to give you a lot more practice in that. And right now, you may not have a very large online presence. You may be known at conferences or in academic circles or department to department, for example. Maybe you have a social media profile or a couple accounts that you use for just, watching cat videos or your babies of your friends. Maybe you want a little bit more professional presence online. This is a great way to flesh out your web page. And if you don't have a professional web page, you should get one now. And a blog is a great part of that because it fills out the page with content, with you, with your ideas and your thoughts. And the more content you have, the more that search engines can grab onto your page and your website and bring it up in search results so that you just become more prominent online because of the existence of your blog. If you're struggling with imposter syndrome, which we talk about in detail in our module on scientific communication, imposter syndrome is a tough thing to crack, of feeling like you're a fake, feeling like you're not as good as what your achievements say how good you are. A good way to fight that is to just keep producing, to just keep writing. And a blog at first, especially, is a great way to just practice, just getting your voice out there and getting some feedback, getting some useful criticism, and growing and doing it regularly as a process. And it's fun. It's just fun when you write a post and then people comment on it or people share it or people reference it in social media and they have thoughts of their own and questions of their own, and you spark a curiosity and they're curious about what you said and they want more details. That's awesome. It's fun to have an audience, and it's fine to admit that it's fun to have an audience and that you like talking to people and you like it when people are interested in your work. Blogging is a great platform for that. It is possible, besides the fun of it, to actually make a little bit of money with blogging. We'll dig into that in a little bit. It's not going to be an income replacement unless your blog is super successful, which is entirely possible, but especially if you're just starting out, I wouldn't count on it being a major source of income for you. But a little pocket change, a few extra coffees every month ain't a bad thing. Blogging is also a great way to network with your colleagues. Remember, most of your colleagues are not going to read a journal article or a conference proceeding or swing by your poster at a conference. but they're likely to be searching things and searching for ideas. And a lot of the journal websites or journal archives or preprint archives will automatically link to any blog posts that mention that journal article or journal entry. And so this can be a great tool because someone, especially like a grad student or even an undergrad, someone who's like doing a lot of literature reviews, they don't want to read the 20-page review, but they'll read the 5-paragraph blog summary. And then they'll report that to their boss, who might be an important person in your field. And then you might make a connection that might be really awesome. By growing your online presence as your in-person presence also grows, you can get a lot more networking out of this than you could if you didn't have the online presence. And you can also treat a blog as a journal, as an online journal that's viewable by the public. This is your choice if you want to go this direction. But I've seen researchers, academics, use this to document their day by day or week by week or month by month thoughts and processes and nuances and findings and blind alleys and all the fun parts of research that you're not exactly sure what the answer is until you actually get there. You can document that, and you can document the evolution of your research, what you think now as a researcher is different than what you thought a year ago or 5 years ago because of improvements in the field and your own insights. This is a fun way to document it for the public and for yourself, like an online journal. It also brings what you create, what you work on, what you study, what you research to a brand new audience. That might not just be the general public, or if you do have a social media presence and you're communicating your research through there, your blogging is going to reach a new group of people. You know, the people that follow you on social media or pay attention to you on social media, some of them will go read the blog, some of them won't. A bunch of people are going to find your blog through other avenues and not cross over to your social media. So by putting your research out there on a blog and on social media, you can reach two different, semi-different groups of people. There will be some overlap, like the little bit in the middle of a Venn diagram, but there will be a lot of separate audiences. So this is an opportunity to bring what you care about. And if you're a researcher and you've devoted your life to this, then you care about it, to a brand new audience. And especially when it comes to policymakers, this is a chance to make a change. Remember, policymakers, they're aides, they're researchers, journalists, editors, people in your field, even the general public. They will read your blog. They will get infused with your ideas, with your thoughts, with your expertise. They will take that away from your blog. When they're done reading your blog, they will go on to live their lives or make their decisions or make their recommendations, and you will have been a part of that. You can outright convince people that what you're saying is correct and we should affect policy change. It can be more subtle than that. It could just be communicating like how science works or how academic research works or the importance of a particular field in the modern day world. People can just come away with that and they'll talk to their friends about it and talk to their parents about it or talk to their kids about it, or talk to their local representatives about it. You do have a voice. The voice is capable of affecting change, and a blog is one way to get that voice out there. And you might think that you don't want to start a blog because everyone else is doing it. No, you should start a blog because everybody else is doing it. There are so many blogs out there, but there are so many eyeballs out there. If one person is fascinated, like deeply, deeply fascinated by ant mating habits, They don't want to read just one blog about it. They want to read 10 blogs about it. So if there's a famous ant mating habit researcher who is published as a very famous blog, and you're an ant mating researcher, you can publish a blog too, and people will find you because, oh my gosh, there's more content out there about ant mating habits. This is the best thing in the world. People are interested. When people get fascinated, they want more, not less. And so if there are multiple blogs on a topic, or an existing established blog on a topic, on something you're interested in, you have a different voice. You have a different perspective. You have something to offer people. And so the fact that there are more people out there doing this means there are more people in general interested in blogs. There are more people searching for blogs and talking about blogs and referencing blogs. The ecosystem is larger, and a larger ecosystem means more people participating in the ecosystem. So don't feel like you'll be crowded out, or if there's an already established avenue for that, why bother? You're not a competitor in this. You're a participant in the ecosystem.